他因为长相酷似科比而被很多球迷所知晓，他是前全美5星级高中生，却也直到第2轮才被选中。Max Christie 马克斯·克里斯蒂有什么样的秘密和故事？被卷入 NBA 史上最让人震惊的交易之中，又是什么样的一种感觉
？Being in the NBA for 2.5, 3 years, 4 years now, you understand that it's the nature of the business. They don't ask for your permission, it just happens. And so that's what that really was. Obviously, it was a shock to everybody, obviously the people involved, and then everybody around the world that found the news.
大家好，这里是 Telfair， 我们一起来挖掘真实励志有趣的篮球文化。你的点赞让我不停更新。这次我与马克斯·克里斯蒂单独对话了一次。
This is Telfair.
Okay, nice.
Content creator.
Yes, let's do it.
马克斯·克里斯蒂来自于芝加哥郊区的 Arlington Heights。高中的最后一年，克里斯蒂场均得到24分、10.1个篮板、3.9次助攻、3.1次抢断，带领球队取得15战全胜的战绩，这让他成为5星级高中生，甚至是伊利诺伊年度最佳球员。在过去的20年中，前 NBA 球员肖恩·利文斯顿、德里克·罗斯、贾巴里·帕克，现杜克大学主教练 John Shire 以及杰伦·布伦森，这些家喻户晓的大人物都曾经从伊利诺伊赢走过这个奖项。巧合的是，来自 NBA 的传奇球员德维恩·韦德也是来自于芝加哥。
So this summer, actually, I was interviewing Draymond. You are both Spartan, right? So let's get started.
Yeah.
You're from Arlington Heights, right?
Yep.
A suburb of Chicago.
Yep.
Illinois' finest. Dwayne Wade is also from Chicago.
Yeah.
From Robin. So as Illinois' finest, what does Dwayne Wade mean to you?
Well, it means a lot, obviously. He's had such a spectacular career playing in Miami, and obviously all the other teams he played for too, but, you know, him being from Chicago, obviously, you know, being able to take pride and having some inspiration and knowing that we have guys in the past that have done it at a really high level, and so it's very cool to be able to look at him as inspiration for myself and for everybody else that's from Chicago who plays basketball. And so he's been a great inspiration, and now to be able to, you know, be a part of his brand and be a part of his legacy is special.
Yeah, we did right get right into it.
Yeah.
But even Dwayne Wade didn't get the Gatorade Player of the State, right? Player of the Year.
No, I guess not. But he had himself a pretty nice NBA career. He's a Hall of Famer, and so I can only hope to hopefully reach and attain that amount of prestige in basketball. It'd be cool.
作为5星级高中生，克里斯蒂收到了几乎所有篮球名校的 offer， 最终他选择了名帅汤姆伊佐所率领的密歇根州立大学。之前我采访过的勇士队球员德拉蒙德·格林也是毕业于此。我很好奇，为什么克里斯蒂会选择密歇根州立，选择在这里开始自己的 NCAA 旅程呢？
He went to Marquette, and you went to, you know, Michigan State.
Yep.
I'm low-key a Michigan State fan.
Oh,
from
really?
Draymond Green era, Denzel Valentine.
Yeah. Okay, you know your stuff.
Why you choose MSU?
Yeah, I just think, like you said, I mean, like you kind of rattled off there, you know, the guys that have been there in the past, and just the legacy and the foundation and the culture that's been created there is something that I wanted to be a part of. And, you know, playing under a legendary coach like Tom Izzo, Hall of Famer, one of the best, you know, basketball coaches that the game has ever seen, to be able to learn from him, to be able to be under his wing and to continue to have a relationship with him is something that I really wanted to be a part of, something that I really wanted to have. And so that's what drew me to Michigan State.
Michigan State always over Michigan.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, 100%.
I was wondering, what is the biggest takeaway from Tom Izzo?
I think he really just taught me how to do the extra work. You know, obviously you can kind of get by doing the bare minimum, but that's not a way to live. That's not how you're going to be the best version of yourself. And so he really taught me that. He really taught me to put that extra work in, to continue to put one foot in front of the other, to continue to find ways to get better each and every day, and to not be satisfied, just to continue to do the best that I can with what I have. And he's been great for me. So
what's his style? He looked like he is very strict, very hard.
Yeah, he demands a lot, but he's also very loving as well. He believes in his players, he believes in his team, and so obviously it's an old school style of coaching with a lot of discipline, yelling, a little bit of cursing here and there, but it's all coming from a place of love, and so that's why, you know, all his players, former players and current players, you know, could just continue to love him.
Got you.
大一赛季，克里斯蒂的表现并不算出色，首发出战所有比赛的他，场均只得到9.3分、3.5个篮板，投篮命中率38.2%，三分命中率31.7%，这给他的选秀前景蒙上了一层阴影。 留校再打1年，看上去似乎是更好的选择。但是大一赛季结束，克里斯蒂依然选择参加了 NBA 选秀。在 NBA 联合试训的时候，克里斯蒂说自己参加 NBA 选秀的决定是为了 bet on yourself， 赌上自己。
I think it's just betting on myself, being confident in myself and the preparation that I put into this game. I think that's just all it really is, just having confidence in myself and knowing that I feel like I'm ready for this level and able to contribute whenever that time comes.
巧合的是，这句话正是另一名球员弗雷德·范弗利特的著名 slogan。
So after 1 year at Michigan State, you chose to get into the NBA draft. During the combine, I think the combine is also in Chicago, right?
Yep.
During the combine, you said the reason why you choose to get into the draft is you want to bet on yourself, which reminds me of another player.
Yeah.
Who that? You
tell me.
Yeah, who that?
Who, Dwayne Wade?
Nah, bet on yourself. That's Fred VanVleet, another athlete signed by Li Ning.
Yeah.
What a coincidence. So what's the mindset of that?
I think it's just having confidence in the work that you've put in, and I think just continuing to have belief in yourself and continuing to, obviously, like you said before, betting on yourself is just having continual belief in what you've done and what is coming forward for you. And so I just had that belief in myself with the work that I put in with the people around me, and it's worked out so far. So hopefully we continue that.
从5星级高中生到一名 NBA 2轮秀，在克里斯蒂的心中会不会出现很大的心理落差？
I come back and forth between China and the States because I film a lot of high school like games, AAU games. So actually in 2021, I watched your game.
Really?
Yeah. And at that time, you're a 5-star recruit.
Yeah.
So being from a top recruit, top talent, 5-star to a second round draft, it's going to be, do you feel like it's an adversity or does it change your mindset a little bit?
I mean, not really. I think adversity is good. I think it's all about perspective and the way you look at it. And obviously, just because you're a 5-star recruit or a great basketball player in high school doesn't guarantee that you're going to be the number 1 pick in the NBA draft. There's obviously a lot of steps and a lot of processes to go through. And, obviously me going through college and, being able to experience some things has only helped me in my NBA career so far. And so, I was 2nd round pick, but I think, to be honest, nobody really cares about that at the end of the day. So for me, just trying to be the best version of myself, trying to help teams win. And, at the end of the day, I don't think anybody's going to be looking back and say, oh, he was a 2nd round pick. That stuff doesn't really matter. And so I'm blessed to be in the position that I'm in, to experience the things that I have experienced. And, so just trying to continue that.
Yeah, Fred was not even drafted. But he became an all-star.
Exactly, it just doesn't matter.
Yes.
来到湖人的克里斯蒂，他的 Welcome to the NBA moment， 欢迎来到 NBA 时刻，是新秀赛季对着太阳的比赛中，克里斯保罗的一次运球拉回。那场比赛，保罗得了28分8次助攻，没有失误。
I remember rookie year in Phoenix, kind of early in the season, I think. This is when Chris Paul's still on the team. Bron's out, AD's out, so we're just out there hooping.
Yeah.
I'm guarding Chris Paul, and he hits me. Screen's coming, hits me with a reject, right? So he rejects the screen. I'm trying to catch up. Hits me with a nasty snatch behind the back, and I'm just out the picture.
Fucked you up.
Yeah. And then, we're running back down. And the worst is when you kind of get messed up and you're running back down and you're running right in front of their bench.
They're all talking to you.
Everybody's talking to you. Everybody's, where you going, man? He ain't over there. Nobody over there, man. And so, yeah, that was a good welcome to NBA moment for sure.
作为一名2轮秀，自己的一切都需要通过自己来争取，包括一份保障合同。那么对于克里斯蒂来说，有没有出现过这么样一个瞬间，让他真正意识到我属于这个联盟，或者说现在的我已经站稳脚跟了？
It's like that. So, you joined Lakers, one of the top franchises in NBA history, and I watched all the podcasts you did with Lamar Odom.
Yeah.
Laker all day, every day.
Yeah.
Slow nose, and from the lobby.
Yep.
Yeah, you did a great job.
No, thank you.
I love
Appreciate
that you did. Your welcome to the NBA was Chris Paul, guarding him, the snatch back. So, is there any do you have any moment you feel like it's not welcome to the NBA, but I belong to this league. Now I'm good.
I think it dated back to my rookie year, just continuing to be in practices and with the team that we had with, the amount of vets and the amount of Hall of Famers we had on that team, and just being able to practice with them and playing in games with them, being able to hold my own. I can't really say a specific moment, but just being there my rookie year, being able to be around those guys, being able to continue to learn the system, continue to learn how to play at an NBA level, and it happened early for me. And so just being able to have that experience early, continuing to have that belief and that that growth year by year has been phenomenal. And so obviously mentally, I'm very confident in my ability and in the work that I put in, and just want to continue that.
You did have a lot of like Hall of Fame teammates in the Lakers, which reminds me of my guy. I'm from Texas, actually, UT Austin.
Okay.
Jackson Hayes got some shoes from Anthony Davis. Yeah. But what is the biggest takeaway from like LeBron James or Anthony Davis?
Just seeing how they work, to be honest. Just seeing how they approach the game every single day.
Take care of the body.
Exactly. They're obviously Hall of Fame players and A1 players in the game and in the sport. And so to be able to be around them, just to continue to observe them, how they go about their routines, their mental approach to games, and how they attack each game and how they attack, practices and whatnot. And so just being able to be around them, being able to ask them questions and observe them, and seeing how they go through their process is a blessing, something I continue to take into my game as well.
2025年2月，达拉斯独行侠在没有任何流言和预警的情况下，将球队核心卢卡·东契奇交易至湖人，换回安东尼·戴维斯，这成为了 NBA 历史上最疯狂、最无法被预测到的交易。在得知自己被交易的瞬间，东契奇砸了自己的手机，而在湖人效力了2年半的克里斯蒂也被卷入到了这笔 NBA 史上最令人震惊的交易之中。我很好奇，交易的当晚，克里斯蒂又有什么反应
？But after that, you got traded. You get involved into one of the maybe not one of the most shocking trade in NBA history. That night, Luka Dončić smashed his phone. You noticed that, right? What's your reaction at that night?
Definitely a little bit of shock, but again, I think being in the NBA for 2.5, 3 years, 4 years now, you understand that it's the nature of the business. Guys get traded, people get moved. They don't ask for your permission, it just happens. And so that's what that really was. Obviously, it was a shock to everybody, obviously the people involved, and then everybody around the world that found the news. But again, just trying to continue to put one foot in front of the other, not really dwell on the past, just to continue to be the best version of myself in the present, for the team that I'm playing for with the Mavericks now, and just trying to be the best version of myself for them too. So obviously it was a shock, but it's the nature of the business. So.
Everybody was shocked, like people doubting like whether Sham's account got hacked.
Yeah.
So where did you get your information? From Sham or from the team?
No, I got called by team personnel to let me know what was going on. So luckily I didn't figure out through social media.
And luckily you're having your career year right now.
Yeah. I would say a little bit of work, maybe a little bit of luck, but a lot of work, yeah.
在被交易之后，克里斯蒂获得了崭新的机会。他的上场时间从25分钟增加到了30分钟。在新秀赛季上不了场的时候，克里斯蒂会将自己视为一名观察者，他会观察库里、约基奇的比赛细节。我想知道，在上场时间增加之后，他还会观察对面的球员吗？
In the podcast, you said the word observe as well. You not only observe your teammate, you observe your opponent. Like Steph Curry in that playoff series, right? You observe Nikola Jokic, how they approach the game. But right now, you gain a lot more minutes. So do you still have the time to observe?
Oh, 100%. You're always learning. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're at. In my opinion, you should always be learning. And so, I still observe a lot of guys, a lot of my teammates still, Kyrie and Clay. Those are two Hall of Famers, to be Hall of Famers on my team that I continue to observe, obviously continue to try and take bits and pieces from, and guys all around the league too, that we play each and every night, seeing, how they go about their game and how they go about their business, and always continually trying to learn new things so you can add it to your repertoire and continue to learn and grow and eventually become the player that you were observing. So.
2025至26赛季，克里斯蒂正在打出职业生涯最棒的赛季。26年1月，克里斯蒂迎来了爆发，他连续4场得到20加的得分。我想知道2025年的休赛期发生了什么。
Last night I was behind the bench.
Yeah,
you were wearing the blue Will Wade 12, right? And you got 19 points. Last month, you went crazy.
Yeah.
You got 4 consecutive, like 20 plus points. Like, I'm wondering, like, what happened in that summer? Because last time, like 2 months ago, I went to LA. And as soon as I landed to the airport, I went straight to the house of Drew Helen. And we had a conversation together. So I'm wondering, like, what happened last summer?
I mean, just a lot of work and continuing to work on all aspects of my game and just trying to get better, like I said earlier, each and every year in every category, offensively, defensively, and I can attribute the year that I'm having so far to the work I put in the summer, both mentally and physically. And obviously we're at the All-Star break now, and we want to continue to keep that going post All-Star break as well. The season's not over, but through 50-some games so far, I've had a career year, and only want to continue to get better and better. And so a lot of it starts in the summer. I had a great summer this past summer, and that's where the foundation is laid. And so a lot of work and a lot of dedication.
Yeah, Drew have some emphasis for some specific players. When we talked about Tyrese Maxey, we talked about to slow the speed of Tyrese. So do you have an emphasis of your training?
I think for me, versatility, being able to do multiple different things, being able to be a Swiss Army knife, not being a one-trick pony, being able to guard opposing teams' best players, but then being able to also be a threat and a weapon on offense as well. And so shooting is obviously something I'm fairly good at offensively, but being able to get into the paint and score at the rim, being able to shoot mid-range jumpers, being able to shoot threes, being able to guard the opposing team's best player. So just continuing to be as versatile as I can be, continuing to do as much as I can and provide as much value as I can.
2019年，克里斯蒂入选了美国 U16 国家队，他们来到巴西出战 U16 美洲杯。在决赛中，他的对面是 Ryan Nembhard 莱恩内姆波哈德以及他代表的加拿大队。6年之后，他们从对手变成了独行侠的队友。而作为一名落选秀，内姆波哈德本赛季的表现也超出了很多人的预期。我想知道人们的预期和期待对克里斯蒂来说究竟意味着什么。
When you were 16, you were talking about defend. At the age of 16, you were defending Ryan Nembhard in the final of the FIBA game. Yeah, but right now you're teammates.
Yeah.
And you both goes beyond the expectation of people. Like, people don't really expect Ryan to be this good. Like, how you feel about that, to beyond the expectation? Like, do you read the comment? Do you read the analysis?
Yeah, I mean, I think other people's opinion and expectation is great, but in the long run really doesn't matter. Obviously, you got to have your own expectations for yourself, your own opinions on yourself, and that's great. But in this day and age with social media and everything that's going on, obviously it's super easy to see everybody else's opinions, expectations, what they think I should be, what they think I should do. And to me, if anything, it's more motivation than it is something that I genuinely care about, and so only I know how much work I put in, only I know myself as good as anybody else. And so these people, online that have opinions and expectations don't know me for who I am. They just watch me on TV. So, you read them and it's motivation, but at the end of the day, it really doesn't matter what other people think or say, I should do. So
you got expectation and you got recognition. Right now, you are recognized by Dwayne Wade and leading the brand. So, like, how you feel about this partnership? What does this mean to you?
It feels great. I think, again, anytime you're able to be a part of, like you said, D-Wade, his legacy, the brand that he's created, to be able to be a part of something as special as that is something that, I definitely don't take for granted. Being able to be a part of such a great team that we have here, being able to wear these clothes, these shoes with pride, being able to represent, leaning and way of Wade and being able to be blessed enough to be recognized by that is something that I don't take for granted. Something very special, and that, that I hope to continue going forward.
Right now you're wearing way of Wade 12. Last night I watched a game, you got 19 again.
Yep.
And what do you think that the shoe is helping you? Because a lot of people have, different players have different demands. How do you feel Wade 12 help you?
It's very comfortable, obviously, and I think that's most important. You got to be comfortable in the shoes you're playing in. Obviously, you're moving around at high paces, high speeds. You're cutting all over the court, and the way of Wade shoes definitely support my play style, the way that I play. Speed and athleticism is something that's a big part of my game, and they do a great job supporting me, giving me that extra step, and it's fun to wear them. I enjoy wearing them every game. So.
25至26赛季，克里斯蒂被李宁的韦德之道签下，成为了韦德支队的一员。我想知道，如果让克里斯蒂设计一双属于自己的 Wear Wade PE， 会是什么配色？又会加入什么样的个人元素？克里斯蒂的父亲是一名 Delta 航司的飞行员，如果没有成为一名 NBA 球员，克里斯蒂也想像父亲一样成为一名飞行员。所以我猜他会选择 Delta 的红蓝配色作为自己的 PE 配色。
This is my personal question. If I like you to design your own PE colorway,
Yep.
what should it be? So my answer, let me tell you my answer
Yeah, what would
first.
yours be?
I think you would design a colorway of Delta.
Okay.
Am I correct?
That's a good one. I mean, I could definitely do something like that. I'm a big anime guy, so
Which one is your favorite? You know I'm from China.
Attack on Titan, One Piece. I can go down the list. There's so many good ones.
That's
and so
two of my favorites.
Yeah?
Which one is your favorite character?
I like Zoro a lot from One Piece. So honestly, I think a green. Yeah, there you go. I think maybe a green colorway would be cool. Something along, to pay homage to him and obviously who he is as a character. But I think that'd be something cool to design PEs for specific characters. I think that'd be cool. Hopefully we can do that in the future.
I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Learn something new.
Cool.
并不是所有的5星级高中生都能最终成为巨星，他们中的很多人甚至没能在 NBA 中立足。而克里斯蒂已经逐渐在 NBA 中站稳了脚跟，属于克里斯蒂自己的道路才刚刚开始。